It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and right off the back of reviewing a fantastic steak pie from Home Bargains for £1.69, we're back with the chicken version. I couldn't reiterate enough how good that steak pie was for the price, for that £1.69. So I'm hoping Shire Oaks Shortcrust Pastry chicken pie, deep fill, is going to be just as good. 200 grams. What I will do with this pie, because I noticed the steak pie was just a little bit, that short crust puff pastry on the top, it was just a little bit too crispy, the pie lid. So what I'll do, I'll put a little bit of water on the top. I'll moisten it up a bit. I'll put it in the oven for the 25 to 30 minutes on gas Mark 5 or the electric oven 170, that's fan assisted, or the regular electric oven at 190. I'll put a bit of water on the top, moisten it up a bit, cook it up, and we'll see what we get. I'll be back when it's cooked. Okay, here is a look at this chicken pie, fresh out of the oven. It's slightly, but I think it's actually quite nice to look at, isn't it? It's slightly toasted. If you were to call this, putting it down in the toaster, it'd be round to number 6, wouldn't it? Right. What I'm going to do now, get that foil lid. Oop. It just broke, the pie just broke a little bit, taking it out of the foil lid. So I'm just going to take the crust off. Now, I mentioned this in the steak pie review. I don't usually eat a pie in this manner, but I'm choosing to eat it in this manner just to show you kind of the innards of the pie, what it looks like. Get that crust off, eat that in a moment. I think, again, for £1.69, it looks like it's got some lovely kind of thick, floury like gravy. There's some decent bits of chicken in there. Let's indeed try that chicken now to see if it's any good. Is it decent? Yeah, it's fine. It tastes like chicken from a tin. It tastes like chicken that is from, say, a can of Heinz Big Soup. Of course, it's never going to be fresh cuts of lovely succulent chicken, is it? It's not. They produce this at a really good price, £1.69. Yeah, it's okay. So far, I'm going to say, so far, if I was to make a choice out of the two, I think the steak pie was a little bit more flavoursome. Let's try a little bit more of this gravy. There's not really much going on with the gravy here. And the reason I just mentioned the steak pie, because it is, if you're planning on going to buy some of these pies, you've got a choice, chicken or steak. What I found with the steak pie is that the gravy was rich and tasty. The gravy in this chicken pie is just, it's just a little bit of a nothingness. You're expecting some chicken stock, some real kind of chicken gravy flavours to come through, but it's just a, it's just a thick gloopy liquid really. The pie base is okay. Now picking it up and eating it like this, now this is what makes it. A little bit more going on now. The pie base is good. I was talking about the pie lid earlier on. The pie lid, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It probably could have raised a little bit better. It's a little bit dry. But the actual main part of the pie, the actual base and everything else put together isn't too bad. Isn't too bad at all. I think if you were to buy a pie from somewhere like Tesco's or Morrison's or Marks and Spencer's, somewhere like, you're going to be paying £2.50. I reckon, 2024, I reckon if you're going to pick up one of these box pies, you see these box pies everywhere. You see them everywhere, these little box pies. Every supermarket sells them. They probably sell for £2.50 these days. I'm going to reiterate the price one more time. On the shelf price for £1.69. You can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong. It kind of like ticks a lot of boxes, certainly with price. There's no E numbers in here. There's nothing that kind of jumps out to me that says, oh, this is really bad. Marinated chicken in gravy encased in shortcrust pastry. Yeah, it's all good. It's all pretty good. So I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it. The steak pie for the same price is better value for money. It's a better pie. But if you're a fan of chicken pies and you just want something to fill a hole and you haven't got much money in your pocket, then your £1.69 is well spent. It really is. I like it enough to give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.